We navigate our entire lives using an incredibly narrow set of data. Every decision, every observation, and every concept of reality we hold is built almost entirely on whatever physical light and sound waves happen to bounce into our biological eyes and ears. This biological feedback loop is so seamless that our brains treat it as a complete picture. We look up at the sky and assume that what we see represents the totality of the universe. The mathematical reality is far less comforting. When we plot out the entire electromagnetic spectrum, the actual scale of energy radiating through space, the visible light our eyes can process accounts for less than a fraction of a percent of the whole. Surrounding that tiny rainbow is a massive ocean of energy. Long, rolling radio waves and microwaves sit on one end, while densely packed X-rays and gamma rays sit on the other. All of this energy is crashing through our atmosphere right now, and we are functionally blind to it. Because 99% of reality is hidden from our biology, human discovery has evolved into a hunt for the echoes of what we cannot see. To bridge that gap, we had to invent completely new senses. Since our organic tissue does not respond to the vast majority of cosmic frequencies, we engineered artificial organs that would. The earliest antennas acted as crude, mechanical ears. By designing physical metal structures cut to highly specific lengths, engineers could force invisible radio waves to resonate against the metal as they passed by. Once the invisible wave rattled the metal, that physical vibration was channeled down a wire and translated into a measurable electrical current. We had successfully taken a force of nature that humans could not feel, see, or hear, and converted it into hard, readable numbers on a dial. Building antennas works well for energy waves, but modern astrophysics eventually discovered something even more elusive. The majority of mass in the universe, a substance we call dark matter, emits no light, no heat, and no radio waves. It produces no detectable signal at all. Even though dark matter is invisible, it possesses immense mass, and mass creates heavy dents in the physical fabric of space. We look for the gravitational shadow left behind by these unseen objects. When light from a distant visible galaxy travels past one of these invisible dents, the mass of the dark matter physically curves the light. By observing how these background galaxies appear warped and distorted, we can mathematically map the invisible mass sitting in front of them. To catch even finer interactions, we build sprawling, hypersensitive detection arrays, often shielded far underground to block out the noisy radiation of the surface. We engineer perfectly silent rooms, waiting for a single microscopic collision to give the invisible world away. In modern science, the absence of a direct signal is itself a form of data. We map the largest structures in existence entirely by tracking the footprints they leave on the visible world. Because light and energy take time to travel across the massive distances of the cosmos, the signals we capture from deep space are actually transmissions from the distant past. This allows us to hunt for the oldest, most stretched-out signal in existence, the residual heat left over from the moments the universe began. Capturing a signal that has been decaying for over 13 billion years requires massive terrestrial arrays. We place these giant listening dishes in isolated deserts to record the deepest static of empty space. This image is a heat map of the cosmic microwave background. This complex pattern is a data-driven photograph of the universe's first light. The dense, dark pockets show exactly where matter first began to clump together, the seeds that grew into every galaxy today. A moment of wonder. By capturing this ultimate echo, human ingenuity has mapped the exact origin of reality without ever needing to physically witness it. The empty space between the stars is actually a chaotic ocean of intersecting frequencies, ancient heat, and massive gravitational currents. The visible world we trust represents a quiet, isolated sliver resting within this much larger, invisible reality. Our greatest achievement is the engineering that allows the human mind to perceive environments where our bodies can never go. We have turned the visible galaxies into anchor points to help us navigate the unseen. The night sky is vibrating with the noise of its own creation. We have finally learned how to listen to the echoes.